What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about time speeding up and the days going by extremely fast, right? So let's get to it. So, you know what? You know what's crazy? So man, it's so hard to really do things you really enjoy doing with time speeding up. So I'm using my life for example. So I'm in the military, I'm in the army, right? So I'm trying to use tuition assistance to take college classes, right? But I'm always constantly dropping my classes, or I'm either dropping my classes or I'm withdrawing my classes. And the reason why I'm doing that is not because I'm lazy, it's not because I don't care, but it's more so I just simply don't have time to do that. And it's not that my schedule is busy or my work hours is time consuming, because honestly it's not, because there are times where I'll get off at 3 p.m, I'll get off at 5 p.m, 4 p.m, but even then, that back then, that's still enough time to complete homework and complete other chores you had to do, like going to the gym, doing homework, meal prepping, and going to sleep and hanging out with your family. Because back then, I remember while I was in high school, and just way back then with people as well, like back then when I used to be in high school, after I was done with my school day, then I have I'll do sports after high school, right? So I was on the basketball team, and I was on the basketball team, right? So after I was done with school, and it will start from I think 7 a.m. all the way to 2:41, and those days will feel extremely long, right? It'll feel forever. And once I'm done with that, then I'll go straight to my basketball sports, right? Well, now I'm basketball practice, right? And after I'm done with that, that will feel like a long time. And then once I'm done with basketball practice, I'll still have time to do homework, to eat dinner, to take a shower, and to do all those things, right? And it's and not only that, but hang out with my family. But now, in this timeline I'm in, because in the military, the military is very complex. So you can have, it depends on your job, but your hours could be extremely flexible depending on what your job is and what you do. So the military, people may think oh, it's strict schedule. No, it's very flexible. At times you could get off at 1 p.m, 2 p.m. If anything, we do get 4-day weekends, and we do get off early on Fridays. On Fridays, we get out around 3 p.m. Most is 4, but usually we get off around 2 p.m, 3 p.m. So it's I'll get away from those days, and it's I still don't have time to do homework. And I'm only taking 2 college classes online. But even then, it's I don't have time to do all those things. Whereas back then, I used to be done with high school, even college, and then I'll do my sports practice, then I'll have time to take a shower, to eat dinner, and then I'll still have time to do homework and to do other things to have fun, right? Now, but over in this timeline, I can't do those things. So it does get frustrating, and recently I had to withdraw my classes, unfortunately. So because I thought I could do it, but and I knew time was speeding up, so I was I gotta be careful what I get myself into. But I know I had to withdraw my classes and stuff, so it was and again, I'm not trying to blame the outside source. Obviously, I gotta be more responsible for my own actions and things I do. But I'm not gonna lie, the days are going by extremely fast, and it's I just don't have time to do those things, man. So I'm kind of heartbroken, so because I don't want to get too much into detail, but if you withdraw a lot of classes, then you might not be eligible for tuition assistance and stuff like that. I mean, I withdraw a lot of classes, and I keep on dropping from it, so I don't think I'm eligible for a TA. But it's just, I feel that situation is I feel it's kind of changing paths, because even when I was taking college classes, I didn't really enjoy it. I was even making videos on how much I can't stand it. The reason why I was taking college classes so I could expand my horizons. And so I guess I could, because I love keeping myself occupied, so I love to learn new things. But when these college classes, this was cool learning, but I wasn't really interested in it. I was just doing it just so I could set myself up once I get out of the military one day, if I ever decide to, right? But but I'm just you know what, at the end of the day, I'm to the point where if nothing I'm doing excites me, if it's gonna benefit me, if it doesn't excite me, then I'm not gonna do it. So my 2 career fields on my mind is barbering and psychology. So if I ever decide to go back to school, the main purpose of it is to do psychology and to do barbering. You know what I'm saying? But because before my major, it was something else. It was logistics supply, but because my current job in the military is supply and logistics, I don't do combat. I do logistics and supply than my army career. But so my college was mainly, so my college major was supply management, because how I look at it is, okay, my job is supply logistics, I might as well major in logistics supply, right? So I could better my craft. But while I was taking these classes, because you know how in college classes, when you're taking classes, like you have to take classes you don't need just so you can reach your majors. So I really want to take supply management and logistics. In order for me to get those classes, I had to take like English, accounting, philosophy, and biology, and all this other stuff that I don't really need, or I'm not really interested in, but I'm forced to take those just so I could have a overall general education, you know. But unfortunately, it's like, you know, it's just not gonna cut it. This is not only that, but like I kind of rushed it too. So like but while I was taking those classes, I wasn't really interested in it. I wasn't even interested in supply management. To be honest, like I was like procrastinating. I just didn't want to learn it. Like I'm the type of person where like if I don't like it, I don't want to do it. If I do like it, then I'm gonna go all out. You know me, I'm more into spirituality, metaphysics, art and creation and creativity and talking. See, like this is why I make a lot of YouTube videos. This is why I have a YouTube channel, because I actually love doing it. I love expressing myself, and like I love working out, and I just, you know, I love learning about spirituality and astrology and stuff like that, you know. So, and I go hard on those things. So on the other things that I was trying to force myself into, I don't like it, you know. So I feel like, unfortunately, it was heartbreaking knowing that like I had to withdraw from these classes, and I was failing classes because I didn't have time to catch up. So I failed a lot of classes, and I also had to withdraw a lot of classes. So I was playing a lot of catch up, you know. So because time is speeding up, man. Because not only that, because it gets hard, because like after your work schedule, it could be any job, I don't care what profession you're in. After your work schedule, you got to deal with your emotional body, because the timeline we're in, it's so intense. Like Chauncey one, he told me on his YouTube channel, like he told me that that the timeline we're in with these energies, it's so intense. Like it's so like it's extremely intense. So like so people are going through it. People are purging a lot of pent up emotions, anger, rage, a lot of emotions and trauma that people are trying to purge out. So it's hard for people to kind of focus, because these energies is amplifying a lot of people's emotions. This is why a lot of people are going crazy and shit like that. You see on my videos, you see how sometimes I'm like wilding out, like I'm just like yelling, screaming, releasing my anger and pain. It's because of the energies. And the days and time is going by extremely fast. So imagine working at a 9 to 5 and then going to college, or even online, like taking online classes. Imagine you have a family, imagine you have a girlfriend, boyfriend. So I don't understand how people have time to do those things. I don't get it. Me, I don't have time to do those things, because me, I'm the type of person where like I love to work hard, but I love to enjoy life. So I love to take things not slow, but I guess slow, but I like to do things at my own pace. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I feel like I could be really good at school, but I tend to struggle a lot when it comes to school, when it comes to high school and college classes. Not because I'm not good at it, but more so because either I don't have the time or I'm not interested in it. Even in high school, like I failed a lot while I was in high school, but my only interest was playing sports and working out, and that's all I did. The only reason why I even graduated is because I was motivated to play sports and to work out, and so I could graduate. You know, if sports was never there in high school, I probably would have never graduated, you know? Same thing for college. Well, with me, I never graduated college. I went to community college. I only took like a couple classes. And what's crazy is that like, the only reason why I went to college was because of sports. So I was doing track and long distance running, and that's the only reason why I was going to college for, so I could do those things. But like, now that, because for community college, you can only do that shit for 2 years. So after my 2 years was up, I couldn't do it no more. So like I just stopped going to college. I just stopped doing it. But not only that, but like it's a long story. Like I'll talk about this in another video. But like while I was in the community college, like while I was doing sports, while I was running, doing track, I was hang on. So while back then, 2018, when time was slowed down, I was like, I had a job, right? I would work on the weekends, I think Saturdays and Sundays. But then I was a full-time student, and I was a student athlete, and I actually had another job. So I was working at Subway, and I was working at What's Pretzels at the mall. So I actually had 2 jobs, and I was a full-time student, and I was a full-time student athlete, and I was able to do those things for a certain amount of time, for like months. I was able to do those things, and I had a lot of time to do those things. Looking back, I can't believe how the hell I had enough time to do those things. I had 2 jobs. I was working at Subway for like 4 times a week. I was working at the mall on the weekends, and then I'll take like, I think 4 college classes, and I was a student athlete, and so I'll do practices, and then I have gaming events on the weekends as well. I mean, on Fridays at least. So looking back, I used to have so much time doing those things, and I was doing it very well. But in this timeline, it's damn near impossible to do those things. You can't do those things, let alone you can't even go to college or work a second job in this timeline, because you simply don't have enough time. And even back then, I didn't even have a car, so I was taking the public bus, to go back and forth. I didn't even have a car. I was walking and shit like that. Or either I was walking, or I was taking the public bus, or I was taking an Uber. So in this timeline, you just simply can't do that. You just can't. So I'm gonna try my keys, because I don't want to waste gas. What I know about having a vehicle is that, like, gas runs, like, you could like, owning a vehicle, you could so easily waste gas and fuel. So that's why I noticed. So I've noticed, like, after I fill up my gas tank, and when I'm driving in the freeway or like other things, it'll waste. Like, my gas tank will go low on fuel, So this is why I got to turn on my keys, and it sucks how it's so easy for vehicles to waste gas and stuff. This is why when Chauncey once said, like, these vehicles are trash, and like everything in the system is trash, I agree with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy to damage your car. It's so easy for, like, fuel and gas to waste and shit. But yeah, but I know this video is random, but I am heartbroken knowing that, like, I'm probably, I don't know, man. It just sucks knowing that, like, you just want to do great things in life, but, like, either you just don't have the time, or, like, these energies we're in is challenging, So I feel like I ruined my opportunity to have free college, I guess, but because I keep failing it, I keep withdrawing from it, So, and I had the option to take longer courses. Like, I take 8-week classes, but there's options to either take 8-week courses or 12-week courses. I could easily pick a 12-week. No, it's a 16-week course. But my dumbass picked 8 weeks. I should have picked 16 weeks. The only reason why I picked 8 weeks is so I could knock off my classes, and because I want my degree so bad and stuff. But that's not gonna happen, So I'm probably gonna use my other benefits to kind of be a barber, But might as well. But I don't know, man. It sucks, man. It shit sucks. But like I said, man, time's speeding up. The day's going by a lot faster. I'm telling you, like, we're in a whole different timeline. So, but I do believe everything happens for a reason. So I feel like maybe my spirit or God or the universe, they're trying to redirect my life, because maybe I was on the wrong path by taking college classes I don't really need, that doesn't really fulfill me. And just like what Chauncey once said, time is speeding up. So, like, he mentioned that, like, you're pretty much forced to be on your path. So I feel like me not having time to do my college classes, forcing me to drop out from it, it's kind of redirecting me to focus on the things I do like. You know what I'm saying? Because when I do things I actually like, I'll find time to do it. Whereas if I don't want to do something, I tend to, like, procrastinate or just not feel like doing it. So, and not only that, but I've noticed, like, I don't mind education. I don't mind school. The thing with me is that, like, I just have a hard time I just don't like being told what to do. I like to do things at my own pace, I like to do things on my own terms, So it sucks. I might take a break from college and all that, because I don't want to risk worse. It's gonna be bad, because I already owe money just for failing my classes, so I own a lot of money. College is really expensive. It's like $1,000 per class and shit, so I'm paying monthly and shit, so it's no joke. If you fail your college class, then you got to pay it back. you know. So, but yeah, but I don't know, man. Just damn, you know. So, but that's with life, man. You just live and you learn, you know, and you just go through painful experiences, you know, and that really shakes you up, you know. Part of life, one of the harder things about the human experience is getting out of your comfort zone, you know. So, but I do believe things happen for a reason. I do believe we all have gifts and talents that if we're in the wrong path or like we're doing things that we're not supposed to do, I feel like God will kind of redirect us to the things we're supposed to do, even if it's going to end up in a painful situation, you know. Same thing with breakups, it's anything in life, you know, but within career situations, relationships and all that, you know. But yeah, but I'm probably gonna be the point in my life where like I'm only gonna focus on the things that I actually enjoy and I do like. I'm not gonna focus on things I don't have interest in. So I'm only gonna focus on things I actually do like, you know. So I am heartbroken, but you know, you just live and you learn. You just live and you learn, you know. But I'm probably gonna put most of my focus to like my military career, because my military career I actually enjoy it. But I'm also gonna put my focus on the things I'm interested in, like military career, and I'm gonna focus more on my YouTube channel, because I've noticed I'm getting more subscribers. I'm almost at 100, you know, and it's fun. I love making YouTube videos, you know. This is why I have like over 500 videos, even though I don't edit them. I don't want to edit them. I simply just want to speak my mind, you know. But I'll probably focus on working now, and the things I do like doing, I'm just gonna watch a lot of YouTube videos, you know. So for example, if I want to learn how to drive a car, I'm gonna watch a lot of YouTube videos and learn about it. If I want to learn how to cut hair, I'm watching videos on how to do it, you know. Oh man, yeah, I'm just kind of heartbroken, but it's embarrassing too, but you know, it just sucks. But and it's crazy because like it really taught me how like within life you can't really take things for granted. I'm not saying I was taking it for granted, but within life, anything can happen at a split second. You could be in the right path, but if you make one simple mistake, it can end all the things you worked hard for. One simple mistake or slip up, or like if you choose to do the wrong thing based on your actions, it can mess up your whole life. Like for example, let's say you have a very successful career, right? You're making good money, but let's say you decide to hang out and you drink a lot of alcohol, right? So now when you're driving drunk and you get to a car accident, and then now you're in jail and shit like that, and now it kind of messed up your career. You know what I'm saying? So like life is that what makes life scary, is it knowing that like at any given moment, one simple mistake or slip up, it could ruin your life, you know? And no, I'm not saying be paranoid, but I'm saying if you're constantly making the wrong decisions, you just never know. Life is no joke. I feel like it's so easy to be in the wrong path. It's so easy to make the wrong mistakes in life, but yet it's so hard to remain in the right path. I've noticed too, I've explained this on my past videos too, if we're in the right path, if we're doing the right thing, it's gonna feel boring. Either that or you're gonna underestimate it. So when you're in the right path, you feel like, oh, nothing's gonna stop me. It's not necessarily being cocky, but more so like, oh, okay, I'm in the right path, I'm doing the right thing. Oh, okay, it seems boring, I want some more excitement. And then I feel like people tend to experience that, and there's why people do things where like they drink alcohol, or like they'll do something where like it'll kind of like mess up their lives, because they're constantly looking at for extra stimuli. I feel like once you're in the flow state of life, if you're doing the right thing, that's where discipline comes in, because then it's gonna feel boring, because it's gonna feel repetitive. This is why what Chanti once said, if you want to be successful in this human experience, you have to reach a certain meter. You have to reach a certain meter of pain and misery. So I feel like, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just coming up with my own conclusion. So this is why I feel like whenever I'm in the right path, or when people are in the right path, they feel bored, or they feel like it's boring, because you're at that meter of pain and misery. Feeling bored is just the same as feeling pain and misery, and you feel like you're missing out. And people talk about this. This is where self-development comes in, especially this time speeding up. Like you have two choices. You can either put yourself out there, do self-development, work on your career, but you have to sacrifice of not being as social or not meeting as much people. Or you can meet a lot of people, be social, go to parties and clubs, but you're not gonna have time to focus on your career. You can't do both, but I'm talking about in this timeline. The time is speeding up. It's hard for you to do both at the same time. So you got to choose one. It's best to choose what's right for you. That's all you gotta listen to your intuition and follow your heart. You know, but if you're watching this video, my best advice is to obviously take advantage of the benefits you have, take advantage of the things you do have, but more so, and be strategic, be careful. Don't underestimate time speeding up, because if you don't have time to do it, don't do it. Don't overschedule yourself. But if there's something you love, just go all out. Since time is speeding up, just go all out, you know? Even if you're not getting results, just go all out. Daylight on his YouTube channel talks about, like, he used to live in a car, like, he used to be homeless, right? But, like, he was so focused on his career, and, like, other people would tell him just to get a job or just to quit what he's doing, but he didn't want to. And during that time, he had a face tattoo. So now he mentioned that, like, it's hard for him to find a job. Now he really can't get a job because he had a face tattoo, and he did it on purpose. But yet, while he was homeless and living in a car, he was focused on his passion, which was I think was like rapping or like other stuff that he was interested in doing, like battle rap and stuff like that. But he was so passionate about that, and next thing you know, he's successful. He's making like millions of dollars. He has his own family. He has his own place. He has a nice car and stuff like that. And on his YouTube channel, he has like over like a billion. He has like a million or thousands of like subscribers. So he's well known and he's famous and he makes good money and he's living a good life. But he mentioned on his video that, like, when you're doing something you love, if you're not getting results, don't get discouraged. He mentioned that, like, he made a good point that when doing something you love, all the things that you're constantly doing, working on your craft, on doing things you love, he mentioned that, like, you got to view that as like a savings account within your bank. The more you continue to pursue your talents and your God-given gifts, you're constantly building up your savings account. You're building up that savings account and just view that as fucking energy. And the more you do it over the years, it's going to accumulate. It's going to increase more and more. So eventually you're going to have a lot of money saved up, or you're going to have a lot of energy saved up. And now, bam, next thing you know, you take off and you have that big break, and now you're extremely successful because you spent all these years of sacrificing and working on your God-given gifts. And now you're a master of it. And now you're able to manifest and attract a lot of wealth and abundance to you. He mentioned that pretty much. So he made a good point. But more so this video is that, like, don't get discouraged. Life is just a learning process, you know. Learn from your painful situations. Always have gratitude, but just know that, like, be careful not to head to the wrong path, you know. Not saying be paranoid, but always just know that life could really humble you. But at the same time, follow your heart's passions and don't underestimate time speeding up. But also, like, just do what you love, and we all have God-given gifts and talents, so make sure you do those things. And I really encourage you just to pursue things you love. Even if it looks different from society, from this world, just do what you love, you know? You don't have to work a job. You don't have to participate in society if you don't want to do it. Do what you love, you know? If you love being free and living outside, or if you love just, you know, fasting, if you just love playing sports, if you love, you know, cutting hair, or just anything, if you love cars, if you love, like, making YouTube videos, do that all day, you know? But yeah, that's all I got to say, though. Hope this video, I wouldn't make this video longer, but it's just, I'm tired. But like, comment, subscribe, have a good one. Peace.